Hey guys, so made a backup just before this 3D printer is currently attempting to print error. I did that dumb thing where I accidentally knocked it in because I forgot to let it pause fully before canceling the print, and then it deletes it from the screen on the computer. What it doesn't do is delete it entirely from it. Doesn't, like, the printer still thinks it's there. It's annoying, yes, but unbearable it is not. I need to smelt things in the induction smelter. Slag. So I take ingots, tear them down, and smelt them with dust and such. Okay. So I want to smelt, let's say with sand. Well, we have an absurd amount of. Well, lead's always nice to have, so I'll go with lead. Out of curiosity. Okay, I'm gonna pause the game and take care of my 3D printer side of things. Yes, I know, it just finished its phantomly printing randomness. It looked so promising this time. So it was, yeah, like the supports just break right out. That's supposed to happen, I'm pretty sure. Because I did almost have it right. The supports collapsed. I didn't do an support or adhesion support. So the supports just collapsed, messed up everything. Otherwise I would have had like a perfect print. And the thing is, this print will help me increase the, well, it'll help keep the real filament stable, preventing that from shifting, helping to avoid future issues in it. It's just, ironically, this print has failed at least half a dozen times. Go to print Quen and just check back in a few moments to see when it says to press the button, because I mean I could press it whenever. It's just technically better to wait, or so it sounds like. So yes, I need so 3, 6, 9 more seared bricks. I'm also going to need to be able to produce slag, so I need to make sand. So to do that, I need to start with gravel. I meant to hit delete, I pressed F11. I succeeded. Okay, that's F12, close whatever the heck that's doing. Okay, close all that. Okay, press front panel button or whatever the heck that says. Cool. F11 there. Fantastic. Now I need to check sand. Snad, whatever the heck Jason wants to call it. No, I'm just kidding. Note. to snad. Windows 2 snad. So ideally I'd get a pulverizer, as it has a higher chance of outputting what I need. Because then I can just throw in, like, I mean, I get more out. So, how do I get a pulverizer? Okay, let's just start right when I die. When I die, I'm going to chop down that tree. I'm going to turn it into rubber. Expand our conveyor belts, which in turn increases our mob loot, which increases our food and gunpowder and string and... Because yes, I can turn the bound flesh into food, by the way. It just increases how many supplies we can get. Because yes, I'm going to use that to start making charcoal. Then I'm going to use that to make some more a charcoal block. Only has string. Anyway, I'm gonna need some gold soon, so let's make some gold. Okay, I'll just give it a second and wait to see if we can drop down a rubber sapling on its own. Next thing's next. In essence, I'm just gonna need a stack of sand should help us. Might not be perfect, but a good start it is. I'm serious, if I don't get a rubber sapling again, I am going to need to make shears, and in future reference... Okay, good, there is one. I was going to say, and in future, for future reference, only chop that thing down with shears. Which, I mean, in reality is probably not the worst of ideas. You know, if I really wanted to, I should, well, first of all, I should keep a little bit of power in my jetpack, just for emergency's sake. That's right, jetpack's tool of emergency survival. Never leave home without one in your emergency survival toolkit. Or, I mean, never have to prepare for a disaster without one in your emergency survival toolkit. Always keep yours fully charged and at the ready. Okay, but in all seriousness, in this game, it's a great idea to have one. Or more accurately, mod pack, because it's hardcore. You never know what you might need to save your skin. Yes, I'm going to need a few gold. No, I mean recipes. Oh no, wait, I just saw that in the induction. Wait, pulverized gold is in the... Oh, in that case, that changes things just a tad. I just need to check the output rate of the smashing things with a hammer. So 100% drop chance of this, which can be used to make this, with a 100%. But the catch is that only works if I do it with the same tier. But that doesn't mean I can't do it with the lead. Oh no, wait, this is what tier it needs to be. Yep. I hope that only works with pulverized lead. I mean, lead's always like a necessity to have, so. But did I not see a change to say I could use this? Okay, I guess not. And that doesn't mean I didn't just realize that I can multiply my gold. It just means that there's a little bit less multiplication happening. Toot, toot, toot. Setting up a vote system needs to be done. Yes, in the morning I'll upgrade that conveyor belt system. Because in theory, if I can clean out the... Oh, that was not a bad idea. That's a decent amount of output for input. Yeah, for what I outputted, that was not a regrettable decision. Doot doot. I mean, if I need to get slag this desperately, I could just keep... Hi.
What? I thought you said you weren't going to do your homework. Yes, I did.
Are you going to jump over that?
Yes, just give me a couple seconds.
Let's not do it. Let's not wait a few more seconds. Let's do it.
Isn't slag something most people in welding don't want?
That's right. It's the old...
I want my monitor. That's all right. You're on about it. You can't see it. Hey, 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 hey.
He prefers it that way. Just let him.
Jason, stop, stop, stop.
Just.
Jason, you're looking at it sideways. You're not.
Well, here, Grandpa, I'm actively trying to get it. Why? Because I can use it to make clay, because some kind of logic. Considering I just built a machine so I can break or grind up ingots, throw it in there with sand to try and get out slag. I'd say I need it.
Is this your bag here?
Considering it's a way of getting clay at this moment.
Turn it off. Don't look back out of the corner of your eyes if I'm coming. Come on, turn it off. Come on, we gotta move together. Hey.
Come on. 25% chance. Sure. If I had enough of any one type, I would craft it together and then break it down. But I don't. An autonomous activator would probably break this handle a lot, so... If only there was a way of using an autonomous activator to turn a crank and then power stuff. Then I just need to set up a giant battery that discharges it as necessary. And then endless power I would have. Ooh, I can melt this down. I'll store that. Considering you need like 6 of those each time. If I can math right. Sweet, just need one more slag and then I can get 2 balls of clay. That stinks as the only recipe. It really does, considering this thing has a few uses. So that's how you get rock wool. Yep. If I remember correctly, to get up to the next tier of tasks, so you need to do this, into this, so the reality is I just need to get some source of the stuff going. That's the only reason I'm not crafting it into the ground, and yeah. Because right now I need to keep an ace up my sleeve, basically. Does like... That's not the right word, but let me triple my ore in the end. Although I might continue at least until I run out of sand, and I'll keep making things into trying to make slag. No, wait, if I triple my... You know what? I don't care right now. Science just is magic. Okay? Sometimes it feels that way. But yeah, the reality of it is I also need to keep smelting sand. No, that's not the right thing I needed. You know what? It's morning time. I should have a second cell. I have another cell ready. Potato. Need to find a lead nugget. Because the jetpack may become my only way in if I'm lucky. I mean, like, absurdly lucky. I should have more of those things elsewhere, but off the top of my head, I don't know where. And in case you don't realize this, luring the mobs to their death it's a sniper skeleton with a sword. There's something comforting about having some, like, flight abilities. I mean, it makes sense. I can fly. And as such, that's wonderful. News, like, beyond belief. Oh yeah, I can set up an elevator down to here if I wanted to. Ah, shoot. Unless I'm stuck doing it at least once more. I'm gonna do that till I get one more slag. For now, I guess. Nope, I'm gonna do it until I get that last thing out, and then until I get basically an even amount of slag. If this gives me a slag, then well, I'm doing it some more. Okay, it's like quite yellow. It's like stretched out, still absurdly long. I mean, in theory, I could make a fourth gold ingot. Oh wait, that's what I need. Now I just need the string. Right. Pretty sure I ate that more times than I really meant to, but oh well. I really need to just make shears. Harvest. I am trying to get a rubber sapling up in the like stockpile. Alright. And that all charcoal I could. That thing's fully charged, so I'm going to start charging up the next chest. You know, first of all, that is worryingly enjoyable. To a point where I almost should be worried about how enjoying I am of that. But yeah, I'll raise this up. Nope, wait, I can't. Zombies. You know what, the tall mobs may throw a wrench in this. And then from there I'll spin that side around to go the other way, because at that point the other way should be shorter. Oh hey. More rubber is fantastic. The reality of this plan is it really is, it's 13% for composting. Good it is. So if I got a zombified villager, I could theoretically capture it and turn it. And I just want another block of emerald. Which means I'd need a 1% chance to happen 8 more times. Also known as impossible, based off the standards the game tries to run with. Yes, I'm pretty sure we all just saw that zombie in the background walk onto there. Oh, wait. I'm just blind. Oh, do I have a thing where I can pour things into making a block? I don't think I do. Oh yes, I'm also gonna need to grab a bucket of shit. The realization that I'm gonna need to compost a block of dirt to make it 2 things of clay. No, wait, it's pot and mixing bowl. Restock. And I should have made some potato soup. Shoot. Well, nonetheless, harvesting all the crops. If I don't eat it, it's compostable. No, making these amplification syringe is not necessarily a bad idea. So, if I want to have particles, I'd have to de-armor it, I guess. My bucket's over this way. One must admit to the fact that it is faster. One must also admit to the fact that I'm clearly an idiot. Okay, emptying my inventory is like a necessity. Yeah, I figured it was C+. Of course, that's clay. Grab that block of dirt. Only eat it if I'm doing that, full hunger restored. And by that I mean it just says it's 100%. For instance, while I technically could eat the grapes and get still hunger from them, it's not actually at 100%. Oh yeah, I need to make some more glass. Because I think I have no other need for glowstone currently. No, because I do plan on expanding to the second floor really soon. To start with, it's the corners that are those glasses. But see, that lights up a lot of there. If I wanted to, I could make this a row of torches, but in the end, those will be all glowstone. Underneath this block will likely be some kind of light source. Basically, I'll figure out light. As I need to, I will light things up. Hey, Grandpa. Switching that thing to be elevator blocks would be so nice. my soup is stuck. But we could make a seed soup. Because by condensing ingredients down, in essence, in the long run, I get more out of them. Because yes, then I can eat the basic ingredients still in a pinch. Ideally, this road would be just, there would be just big, this entire area would be just grass. So I could grow these things, and then they just spread as they want and can. Yes, so yes, that river will have its banks turned into sand. And, well, the rest of the areas where it doesn't occupy will, of course, be filled in with dust. I mean, I could do far more to make, you know, more sand by just, without even adding more water, but I can live with this much sand, sugar cane. You jump on dehydrated farmland, you are far more likely to break it than if you land on hydrated. Huh, so that's where those mushrooms are going from. Huh. Interesting. I would not have noticed. Like, it was only because I actually killed that myself that I would have noticed. I might have noticed elsewise if I, like, witnessed the mushrooms dropping or something, but shy of that, not likely. Okay, cool, let's reach the 50% mark, meaning I can be fine. Each crop gets no more than 2 rows dedicated to it. That's one of the rules here. You get 2 rows of your crop, you get 2 rows of your crop. So do you. Harvest, doot. Okay. It feels like that would be wrong to break, because, well, technically speaking, was there whatever originally there? I think it might have been. So yeah, I think I would be fine to place that there. So we just feel kind of off, blocking off the area where the water was originally. Like, yeah. Do massive expansion of food and just overall more careful management. I'm increasing the I'm doing increasingly fine. Okay, just ate that for me. I'm not gonna complain because I was gonna eat it anyway. But okay, that was weird. It's like one of those things, like, I mean, I don't mind, but it was weird. So it's this one that would just change it to drain into that one. Once that single cell finishes, I think I'm going to have it slowly drain to the other one. Or to that one. Because I mean, assuming I'm facing facts, I'm not filling that up in a single, like, charge, assuming, because I keep dying. I keep death out of the equation. There's a slim yet present chance. No, I don't know why I actually always do that, where I like right click on that. Food security is a wonderful thing to have, people. You see, it's just a bit of careful management and I have all the food I need. So that wasteful squandering of it. And see, I don't even need to eat these oranges. I can afford to compost them and still be full on hunger. Sure, it takes a bit of micromanagement, but I mean, if that thing only does one block around it, then there's something significantly wrong with that. Because none of these things are exactly, like, at all impossible for me to make. And then that thing pushes the mobs into my trap. See, I'm doing pretty decent. It's just that I really should just make a new set of shears. Because, I mean, I am intending on sifting them to there. See, look, this is so much nicer. If I can sit over the amount of food in my stomach. I just need to give this thing my hammer, or pickaxe again and make a stupid amount of smooth stone. I guess lever off if I want to get anything done. Induction smelter was no bad investment, because in essence, all I've just done is I've officially secured clay production. Sure, it's a pain in my butt, but impossible pain in my butt that is far from. So Jason, look.
What?
Look, the conveyor runs out here. Ah, shoot, I can't see it because it's on the... It's too low down.
What do you mean it's too low down?
Because, I mean, it's on the very ground level and this window's a block above it. Look, see?
Oh, nice.
I'm getting decent food security. I've been at full... or like a point away from full hunger bar for a while. I should go snag me a quick snack. I've been going towards making my Matok have silky on it, because that should theoretically harvest leaves, right? Right?
Yeah.
You think that would work?
Yeah.
Meantime, let's harvest these trees, because I'm beginning to think it might be that
Just go to your survivors.
birch tree is messing with this. I need to start just emptying out my inv one of these days. Just empty it out. I don't need all this random stuff on me. Like, feel how many... Well, that is not going to burn for power. Heck, I wouldn't even recommend burning that if I want to be able to breathe in this room for the next while. Huh. Depends on the clicking.
Just off the view over here, so here's where we are. Doesn't it, I'm making it, it's trying to read this of Jason. So I'm trying to read this like this. Can you read this like this?
I could read it.
But do you? No, we tend to flatten it out in front of our eyes. And the same way you don't tend to read it like this or like this. And
Yeah, but that's because I'm not trying to make sure that I stay in one spot.
I understand.
The fact.
I'm just trying to just open up a little bit. That's all. So you can,
Then I'm gonna move over there.
no, you're not. There's a big gap in here. I prefer the baseball, bowling ball in there still. It's not that tight.
And then I'm gonna complain he's pushing me off the rug.
Got it. We'll put you in the closet.
But then how do I manage my 3D printer? Okay, I'm gonna go dump out my inventory shortly. Because by doing this I increase how much food I get, and I also help avoid trampling everything on my ways over because I don't need to jump. Sure, it generates more power, water to have in storage. On this planet, you could never have too much water if you tried. And believe me, I've tried.
Does that mean you can never have enough water?
I mean, you can have just enough, but that's about it. Just like I'm trying to, but I can never seem to have too much food. I'm getting to the point where I have enough. But too much is still out of reach. Now, where did I put that cutting board? And where did I put some of my... Actually, where did I put all my food stuff? Cutting board... Oh, there it is. It's a mixing... I swear that wasn't there just a few seconds ago. Where'd the cutting board go? Now the thing is, right now I would love to snag a grape. Why? Because then I can restore extra food with a grape, which currently is losing efficiency. And ideally I'd snag two, like that. See? Look. It's not like net gain from the what I would have had if eating the ingredients separately. By eating them together, that restores more hunger while making so I lose less food that I can eat. And meanwhile, I can conveniently eat 4 stock. Okay, for the love. I don't want to have to jump that river anymore. Doot, doot, doot. You know, I actually should have just broken that cantaloupe to place down too. In this moment, I am significantly upgrading how many types of food I can grab. I'm almost in 1/4 of the way there. Yay. Snagging a bone. Cantaloupe, I need a cantaloupe. Okay, I'm just gonna snag me several bones. I need a pot. You see, I'm slowly making food that, like, well, I'm slowly making it that I have enough food is a more accurate description at this moment. I have enough food I can almost afford to be a bit picky. Oh, I think I just saw that it left it at 50% when I harvested from there. Yep. So I suppose I have a few reasons not to, yeah. Mixing bowl, and where is that cutting board? So it is helping prevent me trampling the things, I think. So yeah, I need some more dirt still, but I am getting closer and closer as time slowly shifts by. It's getting to the point where I'm slowly being picky about what I want to eat in that moment. Like, not, I don't want this food because I don't like it. Just like, I can wait to eat that food till I can, you know, combine it with this thing so I can make a higher recipe. Like, for instance, that's why that fruit salads get to be eaten. Yeah, I can make a, sound of gold with a strings now. It's the fact that I need string that's slowing me down. Okay, made sure I have the potatoes I need to do that. And I have a cotton seed and a cotton. Store the cotton seed away. And our first floor pyramid is set. Next floor. Rice has a decent couple of uses. Hang on. Correct tool for the job. Huh, interesting. Ah, shoot. Each floor the next floor needs to be one block taller than this. It's just so I can have this stream in the middle still. Really. I mean, in theory, if I wanted to, I could make just a giant waterfall, and that height-wise would be more efficient. It's just, I don't particularly want a giant waterfall. Is that an option? I'm very sure that's an option. Go to next. I take this. How's that? Shoot. Okay, give that a bit longer. Okay, let me just get this hand first. Ooh, making something. I mean, there's only a 5% chance of slag, but hey, I'm getting 4 ingots out of that. I sure as heck am not complaining. life wants to hand you something you didn't know it can hand you, and it's a great thing that it's handing you, just take it. And just go with it. Okay, I just need more water. No slag, but quadruple the iron. And boy, oh boy, is that a wondrous thing. Ah, shoot, my pickaxe is so gonna be broken. Sometimes I just need to stop touching buttons. More because every so often, just every rarely. Ah, shoot, I did break. Oh, that's where I got that extra cantaloupe seed from. Okay, simple fix. I remember correctly, I can actually make a fruit salad with... if I know what I'm doing. Well, I'm not using that for a while, I guess. Oh, cool, that rubber tree grew. Must have grown a while ago at this point. Huh, wonder where that guy spawned. How it got over. In theory, again, if I wanted to, I could likely set up a thing to help shut down their ability to get in. You know what, I got 2 saplings, I don't need to tear that those leaves down manually. Save my shears. You know. I mean, if mobs keep getting in, there's one more option I can think of. Set up conveyor belts that help push them off the roof. It just would add a layer of difficulty of staying up there. And sometimes that's all that's needed to fix a problem. One layer of difficulty up to keep things out. Now, of course, sometimes that's not even, like, close, but sometimes it can be that blissfully easy. At this point in time, I just need to start sieving the daylights out of dust, and both those get broken. Doot doot. Doot. Whatever will get poured on top of there. And I'm going to need to set up a full row on both sides before I can so much as dream of pouring a bucket of water in there. For now that glass can stay. In the end, I hope to make glass ceiling. I've said this before. Odds are that's going to be further down the line when I have, you know, all the stuff I need. Ooh, potato soup might not be a bad idea. First, let's eat that. What, Louise? It's not 5. 5 is when we feed our cats. Just in case anyone's wondering. How we always say, it's not 5. So yeah, you would just swim up there. Let's snag. How many potatoes do I have? Where did my potatoes go? Did I eat them? I did not eat them. Did I compost them? I think I composted them. Oh well. Okay, I was like, wait, and then like, oh yeah, right, I think I put them in there. Let's check. Yep. Good job, Soph. You're taking so many steps to avoid doing that kind of thing, and you just did it. Ooh. I can eat that grape juice. Yep. Life is oh so much nicer when you have enough food to keep you alive. I mean, then again, that seems like common sense. Like, you'd be happier when you're not about to starve to death at any given second. No, I'm hoping I was wishing more mobs would try and hide under there. This way I can get more, well, mob drops. Alright, let's have you smelt that. Doot. Man, I should have invested in an induction smelter long ago. I almost did that again. I do have to wonder what Wellfed does for me, and I need to put this from the other side. That would look a little bit nicer if it went this way, and in theory that might give me less traffic there. And by traffic I of course mean mobs falling into it. Basically anywhere that mobs drops are slabs are there in the end should be a conveyor belt. What did I do wrong here? Shoot. I saw that was gonna go wrong. Theoretically all my stuff should end up either on me or in that hopper system. Upgrade. So those are upgrades. Sure. Spiders can occasionally cause issues for the system. It's really in the conveyor system, isn't it? So I know there's no mobs. I want to do it now. More 2-bus batteries would be nice to have for now. Okay, let's try and figure out where. Nope. So the correct method of, if you get caught on the conveyor belts, freeing yourself from them involves not jetpacking, just try and hold yourself in place until you can break the conveyor belt you're on. That would not work at all for that. To hop on down. It wasn't. Okay, I thought it was enabled. I was just wrong. Out of curiosity, any special uses for sugarcane I should know of? We are perpetually getting closer to stupider and stupider levels of this stuff. Bad for me though, that is not. I'm trying to make myself have a hard time break the dehoe those ground. What do I do? I keep dehoeing the ground because the crops go like absurdly faster when the ground they're on is hoed. Oh wait, I had the info. So that should more thoroughly eliminate spawning area. This should help reduce spawning area by knocking this entire thing down. And by putting the torches a block lower. Well, that should also help reduce spawning area. In the long run, I've said this before, I'd love to have made that dirt. I might just make a small pocket of like mycelium. Oh yeah, I should check out how much cobblite. Oh boy. Yeah, I just need to remember basically anytime there may or may not be something grown, harvest. Like if I see something grown, don't procrastinate, just go harvest it. You'll be happier. And when I say harvest it, I mean everything. Oh wait, I need to check in that chest. I don't need 4 of these, so... Okay, let's go refill the needle gun cases that I can. Then let's go shear down some trees. Or harvest down that tree again. Okay, and while I'm over here, harvest. It's like key to survival. Whenever you can, harvest. Hoard the living daylights out of stuff. So Jason, I can quadruple ore, or some of them. Okay, I can quadruple iron, that's really about it. But hey, that's impressive at the least, is it not? I quadrupled iron, Jason. I anticipated needing more than I had. I have food security more or less covered. I mean, don't get me wrong, it could use a bit of work, but... I mean... it's progress nonetheless, right? Oh yeah, because I ate them right in a row. It should, yep. Oh, nope, it just needed some time to update. Nope, it just kept, I just double... Darn it. It did that dumb thing where it feeds me for some weird reason again and again. I mean, it is not a bad thing to have extra food, people. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Well, I mean, in a video game where things don't decay. IRL, it is bad to overfish and overharvest and stuff like that. But that's just because here I'm stockpiling it. And there, you're destroying the wildlife, and it needs some fish to regenerate. And less fish means it regenerates a bit slower. In that case, it's a slightly different issue I'm referring to. So, I mean, in that case, it still is more food. It's just future self's food, basically. Or maybe not you, future self of you, but the next guy along the road who needs it. It's just a case of it's better for the environment, and better for the environment tends to mean better for you in the long run. So yes, we have way more mobs dying to this. You know what, let's take all these arrows and some of the... I meant to do this. I meant to do that and I just got sidetracked again. Meet Tyler, one of the most... Hey, what was I talking about again? Yeah, no, but in all seriousness, I can be sidetracked some of the, like, unbelievably easily. Well, then I guess I'll leave one empty shell in my end. I mean, that just makes sure I can stack it in the future to basically get it back. Inventory sort. Because they're different. Like, I could make a stack of them if I really wanted to. Not even counting the ones I already have. Oh, that used up all those leaves. Oh, I should probably harvest the birch tree then. Hey, Jason.
What?
Question. Do you know if the Mine Factory Reloaded harvester harvests like a general area around it?
What?
Do you know if this will harvest
I
an
don't
area?
know.
Oh, well, at the bare minimum, I should be able to take this bucket. And look, it worked perfectly. Says now officially have a 2-layered farm.
Okay.
Sure, this second layer still doesn't have like anything in. Hey Jason, which would you think would look better? 2-block tall glass windows for this, or 1 block?
2 block tall.
I figured. That's just more expensive. Yeah. See, a jetpack is a survival tool, people. You know, I can make supports of some kind. Oh god. I was gonna say, where's that ghast zombie thing? Okay, so I don't do that. Did it just disconnect and reconnect from my mountie? Yep. Okay, that's a different notification. I've gotten to the point where I can be picky enough that I can actually make, like, better foods that restore more, condense the ingredients more, so this way I can get more use out of each ingredient. Like, I've gotten to the point where I'm making my life so much easier in the long run. When I have over a stack of leather just sitting around ready to be turned into leather. I'm not doing bad right now, am I? By anyone's measure. I don't need all that, I can eat one. Oh, for the love of... Can you turn down stupidity, like, irritation levels by, like, a % or 2? What is this I need? Gold. I also need to be able to spell. I mean, I get gold as soft metal, but I don't think adding gold to a mix makes, or like, surrounding gold and string makes the string softer. I was just testing if my jetpack was still on. I just happened to trample things in the process. Food security is really secure at this point. In the end, I am thinking of upgrading the corners to making something look nicer. Single quartz pillars wouldn't look bad. Huh. And then I could chisel it, right? No, I can't chisel that for some reason. Huh. I mean, I'm not sure why I can't, but I'm just gonna say I can't for some reason. And call it good. I'm at the bare minimum. Saying that I can't do this. It's crazy talk. I got all the resources I need. I'm doing this for sake of no good reason whatsoever besides I want to, people. Oh god, I did that dumb thing. The catch right now is just... this really serves little purpose yet. I'm doing it because I can. Like, when I'm at a point when I can actually do something for this, no practical benefit. Well, I mean, there was a very practical benefit of doing that, called it gets that stuff the heck out of my chests. When I had a stack of it at the least. Yeah. I'm like 90% certain if I try to contract down even more of the stuff. Look, there's another 40. Short on the stuff we are not. Oh yeah, I need to actually replant the vice. I honestly need to go do that. These 2 rows will be vice. Jason, look at these pillars. They look kind of cool, right?
What pillars? Yeah.
Bare minimum, they're just a good waste of resources at this point. They actually serve a practical purpose. You wanna know what that practical purpose is?
What?
Getting these like 4 stacks of Certus quartz dust just out of my chests. Just get it out. Like, please. It's basically my thought right now. That's pretty close, I'd imagine. See, I get sidetracked from time to time right here. And that's killing me. Slowly and surely. I was honestly half expecting that to spawn a chicken in. That's like cruel to the chickens on this planet, just like forcing them to exist. I think my mind has gone into, we have the food. I'll just eat right now mode. No, you have to get the full value out of food. And no, I'm talking about my in-game mind, not my IRL mind. And I can ignore those for the most part, because I don't see them ever really. Well, I won't once I finish up that floor. I mean, if I ever decide to, or if I ever have the... the 17% chance of those things dropping enough that happens. Like, I mean, not gonna stop me. I'm gonna do it just for the sake of doing it. Yeah?
Jason,
What?
you guys are getting ready to go.
Oh yeah, we do.
Have dinner. You got one more load of clothes to put away, each guy.
Okay. Can you just do that in one big pile at like the end of the day? No, I mean have us put it away in just one big go. Hang on 1 second. So I have to stop 3 times a day just to deal with that. I'd rather do it once. Like deal with 3 times the clothes, sure. But just once. Alright, this needs to get put away. See, look. That's another block there if I wanted to. In essence, this means we've hit the point where food can become secondary concerns. Does that mean I should? Heck no. can. Yes, yes it can. Because after I set up enough fields that I don't have any more seeds lying in chests, I think I'll just start stockpiling food. Granted, I should probably do that anyway, but nonetheless, look. Food. Food. Full hunger bar. Every time I harvest, I really need to poke my head up all the way up, and it would be nice to invest in an elevator. I might do that like this block, just elevator, plop, plop, plop. Doot, doot, doot. See, now I have no excuse not to harvest. Jason, look, it's a single bucket of water, 2 floors worth of farming.
And so, what are you doing?
I'm just messing around with an elevator. Oh, did I mention I have an elevator? What electricity? These things work off of ender pearls. They slowly drain power from an ender pearl over an eternity to enable it to teleport forever. I mean, it's not like you don't have perpetual motion anyway. Oh, this needs to be orange. That's blue, that should be outputting into... There we go, that's charging that now. That way that slowly starts to lose 80 redstone flux a tick. Okay, that's gonna end it for this... Wait.
So apparently,
I don't
if you have
think I need
achievement
any,
that
so
goes
I'm
off
gonna check
screen,
real quick.
it crashes the game.
Interesting. I'm gonna be back in a second.
So I just found a very interesting bug.
So when are we leaving? Okay, I should have figured I was going to be wrong, but yeah, I guess that's going to end for this stream. So this has been my game, my way. So if you want to see anything like this, anyways, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more like this. But that is nice having extra. Just way more food production. Okay, in the end it'll be way more. Okay, it's a little bit anticlimactic. Huh, I guess I run out of this really decorative glass. Oh, for the love of... Could have placed it on desktop and launched it up. Anyway, yeah, I'll just back up after and next to the stream. Do you full screen now? It's finally got full screen.